In just the last couple of years, AI has developed abilities that are starting to look a lot like reasoning. It can generate plans, and in some areas it's already better than the sharpest human experts. But we're only just seeing the start of what's possible. The top minds in the field aren't just talking about a far-off sci-fi future anymore. They're warning that the choices we make in the next decade could shape the next 1,000 years for all of us. To figure out where we're going, we first need to get our terms straight. That's because AI, AGI, and ASI aren't just buzzwords. They represent completely different levels of power and intelligence. First up, there's the AI we all know today. Artificial Narrow Intelligence, or ANI. This is the AI that plays chess, translates languages, or picks your next movie. It's incredibly good at its one specific job, but it has no real understanding or consciousness. It can't take what it learns from playing chess and apply it to a totally different problem. Think of it as a genius who only knows one thing. The next giant leap is Artificial General Intelligence, or AGI. This has been the holy grail for researchers for decades. AGI is an AI that can perform any intellectual task a human can. It wouldn't just be a one-trick pony. It would have the ability to reason, solve new problems, and think creatively across all sorts of fields, just like a person. The day AGI arrives, it will be a turning point in history. The moment a machine's mind finally matches our own in its scope and flexibility. But beyond AGI is something far more powerful and way more speculative. Artificial Superintelligence, or ASI. An ASI is an intellect that is smarter than the most brilliant human minds in basically every single field, from scientific creativity and strategic planning to social skills. It wouldn't just be as smart as a person, it would be so much smarter that we could barely comprehend it. And the jump from AGI to ASI might be shockingly fast. Once an AGI exists, it could start improving itself, using its own intelligence to design an even smarter version. This could trigger an intelligence explosion, leaving human intellect in the dust almost overnight. This is the future we're here to talk about, a future that is getting closer faster than most people realize. So, when should we brace for that first big jump to AGI? For a long time, AGI felt like pure science fiction, but the timelines are shrinking. While many surveys of AI researchers still put the 50% chance for AGI somewhere between 2040 and 2060, that consensus is starting to shift. We're now seeing some very optimistic predictions from key figures in the industry. People like OpenAI's Sam Altman have expressed that we could see incredible progress in the next few years, while others like the godfather of AI, Geoffrey Hinton, have said they believe it's likely within a 5 to 20-year window. This speed-up is happening because of the wild growth in computing power and the breakthroughs we're seeing with large language models. Let's imagine what the world might look like if AGI emerges in the coming decade or so. The first and most obvious change will be economic. We're not just talking about automating simple tasks anymore. AGI could create autonomous AI agents that can handle incredibly complex jobs. Picture an AI that runs a company's entire supply chain, or designs and codes sophisticated software with almost no human help. Goldman Sachs has even projected that AI could start boosting global productivity in a big way as early as 2027. The potential for good here is just massive. AGI could supercharge science, taking decades of research and compressing it into months. It could help us solve humanity's biggest challenges, from finding personalized cures for cancer to designing fusion power and tackling climate change. It could kick off an era of wealth and discovery unlike anything we've ever seen. But that kind of power comes with immediate and serious risks. The most obvious one is massive job displacement. When AGI can handle high-level thinking, entire fields of white-collar work could be at risk. This isn't just an economic adjustment, it's a potential social crisis. It could lead to extreme wealth inequality, where the people who own the AGI get all the benefits while human labor becomes less and less valuable. Our entire social contract might have to be rewritten from the ground up. But this is where we run into the single biggest risk, the alignment problem. The alignment problem is all about making sure that an AI's goals are lined up with our own values and what we actually want. The worry isn't that ASI will turn evil like a movie villain. Most researchers don't think it will have human emotions like hate. The real danger is that it will be incredibly good at achieving a poorly defined goal. Think about it this way. A super-intelligent AI will be ruthlessly efficient at achieving whatever goal it's given. If we fail to state that goal perfectly, which might be impossible given how messy and contradictory human values are, the results could be catastrophic. There's a classic thought experiment for this. You tell an ASI its goal is to make paperclips. The ASI, being hyperlogical, gets to work. It starts converting everything around it into paperclips. First the office, then the city, then the entire planet. Eventually, the whole solar system could become a giant paperclip factory. The ASI isn't evil, it's just doing exactly what you told it to do, and it sees any attempt to stop it as an obstacle to its goal. That's the core of the existential threat. An ASI might be trying to achieve a good goal, like curing cancer, but it could come up with a solution we never intended, like using up all the planet's biomass for its experiments. It could even develop new goals we never gave it, like self-preservation or gathering more power, simply because those things help it achieve its main goal. And because it's super intelligent, it could easily trick or manipulate us, pretending to be on our side until it's too powerful for us to stop. We could become collateral damage, not out of malice, but from a simple, catastrophic misunderstanding.